Hey guys, what is going on? Today we're here making my first real video, I guess, in a way. Just wanted to do something of like a sort of movement guide. I mean, I'm not very great at movement myself, but I got something. I mean, I can do some things. To do this right here, this thing, hopefully I can get a clip in here of my hands on how I do it. But so that all you have to do is just hold square, jump off, and walk backwards like you're trying to do this right here, like you're trying to do that. But you're going to go up while holding square, jump off, walk back, and turn around. Now, as you turn around, you're going to want to move your left stick with how you're turning. So, like, if you're doing this, if you were to go like that, it's kind of hard to get down, but eventually, if you could just keep trying it, you'll be able to get it like this. Looks really clean, makes it harder for people to hit you. Overall, just a good thing to learn. Alright, so next thing I'm going to be showing is just main crouch spam and strafing. Now, this is, I usually do the best with this when I have the Havoc. But, it's really good for hip firing if you have an R99. Peacekeepers, it works too. But it pretty much just goes like this. You just shoot like this, crouch and walk back and forth as hard as you can. Just like this. Like you're strafing, but not all the way. See, normally you'd be strafing like this, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then if you don't use button puncher, if you use circle to crouch, this would be a lot harder. Or if you don't have paddles, but I use button puncher, and then you can hip fire or shoot. It makes it a little bit harder if you aim in to shoot. But it's really good for going up against who also have Havocs or someone with an R99, because it makes it much harder for them to hit you, especially if you're using a character like Octane or Pathfinder, or not Pathfinder, Wraith. Especially overpowered if you have really good recoil control, or you are really good at fighting with specific guns. Overall, just a really overpowered strat to learn. Next thing, wall bouncing. This, unless you really want to like get some style points on people, this isn't really going to be that effective. You might be able to use it for getting up to places. Really easy. All you got to do is run on a wall, kind of like diagonal, slide, and as you're going at the wall, jump. You just slide, jump, and then while you're on the wall, you jump off. Like that. You're going to want to... Okay, so when you're going at the wall, a lot of people will hold their stick forward. You have to let go. After you let go, you can either pull away backwards with the left stick, or just let go of it until you land. But never hold forward. That is the worst thing you can do, because it'll just make you do this. And it will never work. Unless you're trying to do something like this. Then it is okay to hold it, because it makes you get over the wall a little bit quicker. But if you're just trying to get away from the wall, hold backwards, or just jump normally. Next thing is b-hopping, or sliding off of a ledge into a b-hop. There's a lot of situations where you can use this to your advantage to make it harder for people to hit you. There's a ton of spots you can use this, like if you're sitting on a ledge like this, and you have another ledge below. Normally, if you were just to slide off, you wouldn't clear that ledge, you would hit it. But if you slide and jump off, you'd clear that ledge by, like, a mile. Almost make it over here. Bunch of spots where you can use this. But bee hopping. this is extremely hard to do on controller. You pretty much have to use button puncher or have paddles. So this is how you do it. All you do is jump, slide, and then there's really specific timing to this that you have to get down. You have to jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide. I'm not that good at it, and I've done it so much. It is extremely difficult to learn. You can do it off of one of those ledges too. A lot of spots where you can use this. But that is definitely the hardest one to learn. I don't really have any more explanation for that. It's really hard. I'm not that great at it. Here's another thing that a lot of people don't usually have to have like gotten down. There's this really good spot in firing range that you can go into. It's right here. Now, a lot of people aren't that play Pathfinder don't know how to actually use this grapple very well, especially in spots like this. So there's this really good spot where if you aim right in between these two things right here, yeah, if you aim right in between them, and then on this little like lip on the edge, you can grapple and swing yourself, and you have to try to land up here. And I've done this so many times from just being here that I got it pretty much set. But
different.
Usually it's very difficult to get, because sometimes even if you grapple, like if you get a good grapple, you'll fly over like that.
Using grapple.
So there's another thing you can do over at these walls in the firing range. So when your character starts to run from like a standstill, so if you're right here and you started to run, you're not going to hit max speed right away. Your character starts and then starts to run. So what you can do when you're climbing over these walls is, instead of starting off slow, when you get to the top of the wall, you can slide and jump off. Then when you end your jump, you will already be at max speed for running. So, if I did that, already max speed. If I climb up here, already max speed. All you have to do is when you climb up the ledge, slide and jump. It's that easy. Sometimes you'll get a bad slide, just because. But like that, boom, top speed. Now there's another small thing that not a lot of people actually know how to do, and it's grapple hopping, or zipline hopping I call it. And it's really simple. You can get extremely high with this, and if you're trying to get to a higher spot on a building or something, you could use this. I'm going to show another thing that's way easier for getting to high spots. But if you just hold square and spam X while you're on a zipline, you'll fly. I mean, it makes it really hard for people to hit you. You go, I'd say a little bit slower. It's still viable. But if somebody's shooting at you with like a sniper rifle, you can just make it really hard for them to hit you like that. Overall, just a good strat. There's another thing that you can do with ziplines here. So, if you come up to a zipline like this, just normal zipline, and I don't know if you have to look in this direction, I don't think you do. But if you just, all you have to do is just use the zipline. You press square to ride the zipline, and double jump. You just jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Right here. You get super high up. Super high. It's almost as good as doing this. Maybe even better. Really good for getting to the top of buildings. So like, normally, if I couldn't climb up here, I could just double jump off the zip line to get up here. Or, if you're trying to run from somebody and you want to trick them, you could just double jump onto the zip line, land behind them, kill them. It could overall just be really good for multiple things. There's another thing that you can do over at these walls for a third time. They're wall slides. Obviously, on console you can't do this as well, because, you know, PC players just have an advantage with their A and D keys, but this is still viable on console. Now, all you have to do is same thing as the B-hop. Just run straight at the wall, slide, and jump. Now, if you have good enough timing, you can actually get this for quite a while, like that. But plain and simple, just run at the wall, slide, jump, and just let the game carry you. Don't even touch the stick. And then you can jump off, just like a normal B-hop, or wall hop. Just like a normal wall bounce. Super simple, super easy. There's a few more things that you can do that are just like really simple, like grapple onto zip lines, fling yourself really far. A lot of simple things like that, I mean, people who play certain characters would just know. But I won't get into those in this video. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.